Today I will show you the top 9 hairbrush for hairstyling. Hi everyone, I'm Eva Lorman, I'm a master and teacher of the beauty industry, so here we go, friends! What is hairstyling? Hairstyling is the mandatory creation of root volume. There are several brushes for root volume. These brushes are called skeleton brushes. This brush is called the tunnel wand brush, double-sided. This brush can also perform other functions in hairstyles. However, its primary professional purpose is to add root volume. The next brush is called the curved handle brush for root volume. As you can see, it is a one-sided brush. There is one peculiarity: it is curved. This is designed to create volume right here. The next brush is the wand hairbrush. I have many sets of brushes, but if you are not a hairdresser, you need to choose one for yourself that will suit you the best. And now I will show you the advantages of each brush. Testing the first brush. This is the curved handle brush. Pay attention to its shape. It is curved. Here I will need this curve, but when I flip it, the brush takes a different position and the curve doesn't work here anymore. Therefore, I will have to flip the brush, but in this position is not convenient for me. So this brush has a certain drawback. You can work with it from top to bottom on the back of the head and on the right side. On the left side the curve doesn't work, but I will still show the hairstyle on the left side. The hair has taken the shape of the brush, and now there is a similar curve on the head. This brush is more suitable for hairdressers who move around their clients. It is not very convenient for home use. An important difference between these brushes is that this one does not have any holes, while these others have holes. These holes are intended for us to be able to blow dry the upper and inner parts of the hair. Both brushes have this function. Thanks to these holes, we achieve maximum volume. Testing the next brush. The airflow should be directed not at the hair, but at the teeth of the brush. With the brush, we lift the hair like this, and then we blow the air from the hair dryer onto the teeth of the brush. Here is the result we have achieved. Notice that I worked with both short and long teeth of the brush. The next brush. Due to the holes in the brush, we cannot work at a high temperature because the air will heat up the roots significantly, causing some discomfort. This issue is only present with this brush. Therefore, when working with this brush, the temperature should be set to the minimum. We achieve this volume when working with this brush. Any hairstyle starts with adding volume, and the following brushes for styling: round brushes. These brushes are used for curling and conversely for straightening the hair. How to understand which of these brushes is needed? After all, the store salespeople are not hairdressers, and their task is simply to make a sale, and it is normal because it's their job. Therefore, now I will tell you more about these brushes so that when you go to the store, you already know exactly what you need. And so, round brushes. Round brushes are divided into two categories. The first one is metallic brushes with ceramic coating. This brush has all the advantages because there are super brushes. First, they have a wooden base. So here we have a solid handle. The main features lies in this solid handle. This is one of the best models of such brushes. Next, the rest of the brush is metallic, that is, and the body that holds that is. Here there are two materials, wood and metal, with a ceramic coating. This brush also has such a little thing. If I can take it out from there. Of course, the brush is new, so it's quite difficult to do. Professionals often use these tips to separate a strand and wrap it around the brush for styling. For home use, it is not necessary to use such a tip. Such a device is called a sectioning tip used for separating strands. And so I have shown you some cool round brushes. The most important thing is to choose a brush with a solid handle. That is very important. To avoid any additional elements that could tangle the hair and cause discomfort while styling. Next, round brushes on a metallic base. Their main function is to curl the hair. Another very important feature is the different sizes. Pay attention, it's a series of brushes. How to understand this? It's simple. The shorter your hair, the smaller the millimeter size should be. The longer your hair, the larger the millimeters should be. There is an easier way to determine the required size. You run the brush through your hair and the hair should completely wrap around the brush. If the hair is not long enough to wrap around the brush, instead of curling, you will get a slight straightening effect. If you have a very short hair, then a brush with this millimeter size would be suitable for you. I will try to curl my hair with it, and you will see that it won't work. It is impossible to style with such a brush because the hair is too long for this millimeter size. Therefore, for curling my hair, I will use a brush with this millimeter size. Here is the result I get when using a brush with this size. The hair is curled and there are no kinks. You can see it for yourself. Yes, the metallic brush slightly straightens the hair, making them shiny, and at the same time it curls them. This is because the metal heats up, creating a curling effect. But personally, I use the natural double bristle round brush because this type of curling doesn't suit me very well. Such brushes are used for straightening the hair. Why? Because when the hair gets into the bristles and we smooth them out, the hair takes on an effect as if it was just straightening with a flat iron. When working with such a brush, we achieve very smooth hair. If you want a smoother hairstyle, you should use a round brush with double bristles, not on a metallic base, but exactly like this one. Pay attention, this brush has plastic bristles in addition to the bristles. What are they for? They make it easier for us to straighten the hair and do it more precisely and correctly. These teeth grip the hair and prevent it from splitting in different directions. Then the hair gets into the bristles, and as a result we get perfect hair. You touch them and they feel very silky. Look, the hair has those very teeth sticking out, which prevent our hair from splitting and tangling. I hope you understood that metal brushes are used for curling, while brushes with natural bristles are used for straightening. I also have this kind of brush. It is very large, almost the size of my head. This brush is suitable for long hair of medium length hair for easing styling. This brush is capable of straightening, but it won't be able to curl the hair because of its large size. And now I want to show you a more budget-friendly option and tell you about the drawbacks. It may seem like a very beautiful brush, ceramic made. This brush promises that after use the hair will not become static, a great feature. But this comb has a small downside: the handle attachment to the body. This attachment is not solid. If the handle and body are poorly secured, then during styling the hair can get caught in this attachment, and it is very painful. For beginners it can be unexpected, because when they are styling a client's hair, then may accidentally cause pain and not immediately understand why it happened. Such brushes are sold everywhere. If you don't have the opportunity to buy an expensive brush with a solid handle and you are planning to buy or have already purchased such a brush, don't worry. Just take a narrower section of hair during styling, otherwise the hair may get caught in the attachment, causing pain. The result is that I should use the top 9 brushes, and I hope among them you will find the one that will help you with styling your hair. I hope the video is useful for you. Subscribe to the channel, just click on the bell, and I will make a video for you on this channel and show you all the subtleties of a master and teacher of the beauty industry. Bye bye everyone, Eva Lorman was with you. See you in more new videos.
Hey people, get together, like it and subscribe. I will be with you forever, feel the beauty vibe. Have to cut and have to dye. Hairdresser, yo, it's mine. Don't forget to press the bell, you will love